So, folks, our next guest made history as the first deaf justice of the peace in Jamaica and is very passionate about deaf and minister both the deaf and hearing communities. This morning, his first deaf justice of the peace and sign language interpreter. Well, two different people we talk about. The sign language interpreter is Phoebe Campbell, and the deaf justice of the peace is Felicia Campbell. Good morning to you both. Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Why you wanted to be a justice of the peace?
Honestly, I never thought that I would become a JP myself. That was the last thing on my mind. It was way at the bottom of my priorities. What had happened was my boss, Mr. Sams from CCCD, he had asked me, he recommended, he said, you know, you're the perfect fit to be a JP. Me? Me? No, them someday. No. It's like, yes, you can do it. So I accepted that, went through the processing, and that's why I'm here now.
Tell us about CCCD and your work there.
Okay, so I am actually a guidance counselor there at CCCD. I work with deaf children, all ages, going all the way up and through high school, 20s. Honestly, CCCD is a place where kids can feel refreshing. They can feel like being a deaf person is worth something. They can feel like they're able to do things. They can develop their skills. And we as teachers try to encourage their development, try to push them to become different people just to better their future.
So in preparing for this, I was told you came back home in 2003. Why? Why did you want to do that? And how difficult was that decision, if it was difficult at all?
It was incredibly difficult. You know, there in America, you know, there's a lot of accessibility, a lot of convenience. But why I came back, I love Jamaica, point blank period. I love the people, I love the culture. When I was 19, that was many years ago, I put down on a list the different needs that Jamaica had, you know, for a driver's license for deaf persons, the lack of accessibility in many areas, and I felt like God called me to come back. It was hard for me to give up and, you know, say, I want to come back here. They're saying, oh, Felicia, you're crazy. Why you come back? Stay in America. You have everything there. And I was saying, no. God is using my skills, He's using my abilities, and He's telling me to come here. Jamaica is my heart. It's my home. You
left here at 2.
No, I left here around 11.
11. Okay, Father's article said 2. And so what were some of the areas, the benefits to which you had access as a deaf person in the States that have made the adjustment to home a little more challenging than it ought to be?
There were more interpreters there in many different areas. Wherever I showed up, at the doctor, there was always an interpreter there. Or if I needed to call the dentist, they had like a video relay service through an interpreter where the interpreter could say whatever I was saying to the dentist, set an appointment, and I would go there. I came back here. That was a big challenge. I've noticed that, yes, there are a couple of improvements. And that's because the deaf persons before me, they worked extremely hard. They worked so hard to try and better life here for deaf persons, working with the government, going back and forth and trying to figure out what could work out for us.
Yeah, I see Scotiabank introducing a program now where they're actually training their frontline people, a lot of their frontline people, to sign, which I think is fantastic. Yeah?
Yes, I saw that. It was... It truly blessed my heart. It's much better than around 20 years ago. Like, it was a completely different time.
Yeah.
No, it's just the business places are being more open to it. I see more persons signing there. My neighbor even learned sign language so that they could communicate with me.
Yeah.
It feels freeing.
How long have you been home now?
Around 23 years. Yeah. 23, 24 years.
Okay.
Almost 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about your role as a Justice of the Peace and what you see in your training. How was your training? I know you saw a lot of our prisons and the system, and I know there are a lot of things that need fixing there as well. So you've taken more on your plate, more on your plate now.
Yes. Again, I really do feel blessed to be at JP. I feel ready to tackle challenges, to go through whatever I need to go through, tough times, just to keep this going, just to make it easier for the next generation. Mm-hmm. My experience training, it was purely through Zoom. They always had a planned interpreter there, so it made it easier for me. And I had a great JP group. The Custos, the higher ups as well,
Executive.
Yeah. He was great. He was from Manchester. He accepted me as a deaf person. He helped me get through. And there was just a wonderful support group. I was able to work together with different groups. If I needed any sort of support or feedback, I could ask my group. And they kept me going. And she's hoping to work with them, to visit different places, to see what improvements can be made. Yeah.
As far as the deaf community goes now, what's on your top 3 list of things that you want to change or get addressed?
Okay, 3 things I really and truly want to change. Number 1, to have an interpreter or an available interpreter island-wide in different places where deaf people need it most. Secondly, I want to have a sort of, let me think on it. I forgot. I'm thinking of other things. Okay.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
We have to go. We have news.
It will come up again later.
Yes.
Congratulations. And thanks for coming. Wonderful stuff. And God bless you and your family.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. And great work, Phoebe. Great work.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye.
All right. First Deaf Justice of the Peace with us this morning, and her sign language interpreter. Wait, let me give you her name.
Felicia Campbell.
Felicia Campbell, and her sign language interpreter, Phoebe Campbell. Take a break on Smile. Still to come, he said, she said. Is it right to take someone's idea and reinvent it?
No.
I wonder what Neville thinks. Second edition of News in 5 is up.